Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Supadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruhum Shri Udapatakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathamidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadudam Parjana Chaidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Radita Shri Vishakhamvitam Syam Ye Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namastude Tata Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpada Rubhe Chadrupa Sindhu Bevacha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिने नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे वैराग्य विद्या निज भक्ति योगा शिक्षार्थमेक पुरुष पुराण श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य शरीरधारी कृपां पुदिर्यस्तमहं प्रपद्ये पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपा स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम् जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमः हरे कृष्णा हरि ओम तत्सत् Welcome all the devotees for today's Chaitanya Charitamrita class. We are reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, first chapter, 60th sloka onwards. Am I right, Sachi Mataji? 60th? Right, okay.
Prabhuji, 16th shloka.
Yeah. Satam prasangan mama virya samvido bhavanti hitkranna rasayana khada तज्जोषणादा स्वपवर्गवर्त्मनि श्रद्धारतिर्भक्तिरनुक्रमिष्यति सतां प्रसङ्गान् मम वीर्यसंविदो भवन्ति हृत्कर्णरसानय कदा रसायन कदा तज्जोषणाद स्वपवर्गवर्त्मनि श्रद्धारतिर्भक्तिरनुक्रमिष्यति हरे कृष्णा all of you please recite only three of you
Satam prasangan mama virya samvido bhavanti hritkar rasayana kada tajjoshanadaso apavarga vartmani shraddharatir bhaktir anukrameshyati.
सतां प्रसङ्गान् मम वीर्यसंविदो भवन्ति हृत्कर्णरसायनः कतः तज्जोषनादाश्वपवर्गवर्त्मनि श्रद्धारतिर्भक्तिरनुक्रमिष्यति हरे कृष्ण
Prince Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण सतं प्रसंगं मम वीर्यसंविदो भवन्ति हृत्कर्णारशयना कथा तज्जोत्स्नाद् असौ अपवर्ग वर्त्मानि श्रद्धारतिर्भक्तिरनुक्रमिष्यति हरे कृष्ण
Translation: the spiritually powerful message of Godhead can be properly discussed only in a society of devotees, and it is greatly pleasing to hear in that association. If one hears from devotees, the way of transcendental experience quickly opens, and gradually one attains firm faith that in due course develops into attraction and devotion. So the spiritual matters can be discussed only among devotees. Those who are not interested, we cannot take this topic at all. Those who are totally materialist oriented, we have to speak only that matters which they can relate to. This they cannot relate, and it's waste of time also. If they are inquisitive, if they are inclined to listen, we can somehow make them, listen, and they will slowly and gradually progress. But if they are having atheistic mentality, if they are not inclined towards that, better. That is one of the 10 offenses that we should avoid. I think it's the 9th offense, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. So here, apavarga vartmani. What is apavarga? Liberation on the path. So in the association of devotees, when we discuss Krishna Katha, it leads to apavarga. Apavarga means liberation. What pavarga, apavarga? We have already discussed this earlier. You all remember what is pavarga and apavarga? Prince Prabhu, remember?
No, Prabhuji, I don't remember. But
Sachimana.
No, Prabhuji.
Pavarga, apavarga. I have discussed this earlier also in many classes. Do you remember what it is exactly? Papa, Babhama, pavarga. Alphabets. Kaka, Gaganga, Chacha, Jajanya, Tata, Darana, Papa, Babhama. What is Papa, Babhama? What is Pa? Pa means Parishram. Okay? Pa means Parishram, effort, prayas, our endeavor. So just for, we'll hardly eat 3 or 4 chapatis. How much endeavor we have to put for that? But we accumulate so much that not for this generation, the coming generations. Unlike the birds, they take whatever is needed in their beaks, 3 or 4 grains. But if we get a sack of rice, we take the whole sack of rice and go and put in our warehouse or go down, and we will preserve it for the future, tomorrow. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had a disciple, I forgot his name. One day he asked, after prasadam, he asked, I want haritaki. Haritaki is actually arecanut, okay, to freshen our mouth. So he asked haritaki. I think Govind Ghosh, if I'm not mistaken, Govind Ghosh. So he told Govind Ghosh, please get me haritaki. Okay, so he went and searched some Grasda's house. He went and he got haritaki and gave it. Next day again, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked him, no, I want haritaki today also. Immediately he took from his pocket, and gave it. Yesterday when I asked you, it took half an hour. Today you gave me immediately because it was already, he had taken extra the previous day. And how come you got it immediately? You gave me immediately. Because yesterday when I went, I took one more, and for tomorrow you may ask. So I collected one extra and kept it with me. Then immediately said, you go and get married. You are not fit for brahmacharya. You have an accumulating tendency. You have an accumulating tendency. Okay. So parishram. We should do parishram, but not over. Over endeavor. Prayasa, it should not be there. Prayasa means over endeavoring. Okay. Atyahara prayasasya. Okay. Prayasa should not be there. So parishram. And then what if you do over endeavor? Parishram, what is next? Papa. Fena. Fena means form. The horse, when it runs so fast, so long hours, then it will just generate some forms in their mouth. Fatigueness, tiredness. Similarly, when we also put in a lot of effort, we also, undergo tiredness and fatigueness. So this is Fana. Okay. Then Ba. What will happen? That Bandhan. It will bind us in this material. Bha. The next Bhaya. Fear. The fear will be there for every one of us. Yeah, how will I sustain? Whether I will be able to live tomorrow? What will happen to my family? What will happen to my money? What will happen to my name, fame, possession, all these things? Why I will be there? Because I am thinking, how can I save my money if some dacoits comes, robbers comes, If bankruptcy happen, what will happen to my savings? So what happened to my life? Any accident can take place, okay, to my family members. So bhaya is there. Then ma, at last mrityu. So this is a process, papa bhavama. So if you want to reverse this, or if you want to go beyond this, that's called apavarga. Apavarga. No parishram, no fena, no bandhan, no, what is that? Bhaya, and no mrityu. So it is called liberation. So from pavarga to apavarga. So with the association of devotees, it is possible for us to cross beyond this pavarga stage to apavarga stage, that is liberation. That is possible only in the association of devotees, not otherwise. In the association of materialistic people, we'll talk politics, okay, and social activities, sports, and films, all prajalpa only. That will bind us in this material world. That will bind us to pavarga, because there is a competition among materially oriented people. So we will compete with each other. I want to become number one. Okay, the other person, no, I will beat you. I want to become number one. I will have more money. Other one will say, I will have more money. No, I'll build Samrajam, or I will bring that business empire. Like that, there is a competition. So in that competition, there will be enmity and enviousness. And because of that, we'll be bound to this material again and again, going through the vicious cycle of birth, death, old age, and disease. So if you want to liberate from this pavarga, it is a must that we should have association of the pure devotees, who alone can help us to cross this material ocean, samsara sagara. So the spiritually powerful message of Godhead can be properly discussed only in a society of devotees. And it is greatly pleasing to hear in that association. If one hears from devotees, the way of transcendental experience quickly opens, and gradually one attains firm faith that in due course develop into attraction devotion. Slowly and gradually, this attachment will get transformed to attraction devotion to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this verse appears in Srimad Bhagavatam 3:25-25, where Kapila Deva replies to the questions of his mother Devudi about the process of devotional service. So it is an instruction from Kapila Deva, who is an incarnation of Supreme Lord, and he is instructing to Mother Devudi. So in that instruction itself, we'll find in 3rd canto, 31st chapter, the instruction given to his mother about the child that is in the womb from the conception till the birth. In few slokas, maybe around 20 slokas, he is explaining the complete span from the conception till delivery. How the baby is suffering in the womb of the mother, how he or she is progressing in the mother of man, from the small lump to his full-fledged baby. How it is each month, what is the progress? When the consciousness comes, when he or the baby will start taking nutritious from the mother, everything. And the baby is also praying. Some babies are very fortunate to even remember their past 100 lives. It is said that fortunate babies will be able to remember, by the blessings of the Supreme Lord, 100 lifetimes, whatever they have gone through. And knowing which, they are praying to the Supreme Lord, who is staying as Paramatma in the mother's heart. And what that baby is praying, oh my Lord, please do not send me to this material world. Because the Supreme Lord, as Paramatma, is giving the complete flashback of the 100 lifetimes. So who on earth will want to come here? If he undergoes, or if he are given that memory, nobody. So with so I will, for eternity, I will worship you. Please do not send me to the material world, because you have shown me the picture of my 100 lives. One life we cannot stand if you are given the whole picture. So what to speak of 100 lives? So the baby always plays. But there is no other way, other go. And the moment the baby comes out of the mother of the womb, everything, Maya, Japadiya, what is that? Maya immediately attacks and controls that baby. He or she forgets everything, whatever that memory that Lord has given, whatever promise that baby has given to Supreme Lord. So that is also in the same third canto. That's why I just remember that. So where Kapila Deva replies to the questions of his mother, Devudi, about the process of devotional service. As one advances in devotional activities, the process becomes progressively clearer and more encouraging. Unless one gets this spiritual encouragement by following the instructions of the spiritual master, it is not possible to make advancement. Unless and until we follow the instructions given, by the Supreme Lord, we will not make spiritual advancement. The spiritual knowledge is given through the spiritual master, through the via medium of spiritual master. So one has to follow the instruction of the spiritual master. Then it is possible for us to slowly and gradually progress spiritually. So it is not possible otherwise to make advancement. Therefore, one's development of a taste for executing these instructions in the test of one's devotional service. Okay, executing this instruction in the best of devotional service. Sometimes, Prabhupada, disciples, Prabhupada, we want to always stay close to you. We want to always follow your footstep. Okay, I want to always come with you. Then Prabhupada says, you cannot always come with me because I keep traveling. So wherever you are, you do devotional service, follow my instructions. Even the mosquito is very close to me, very close proximity. Doesn't mean that, that mosquito is a devotee. That mosquito is sucking my blood. Like that, the disciple should not stay close and suck my blood, but follow the instructions. That is what I want. So any devotee who follows the instruction and implement whatever the spiritual master has said, they will progress. No, not by lip service. So then as he associates with devotees and tries to adopt the means instructed by the spiritual master in his own life, his misgivings and other obstacles are vanquished by his execution of devotional service. Strong attachment for the transcendental service of the Lord develops as he continues listening to the messages of Godhead. And if he steadfastly proceeds in this way, certainly elevated to spontaneous love for the Supreme Personality of God. So this is how we can slowly and gradually progress towards spirituality. There's a very nice, pure devotee by name Srinivasa Acharya. So Srinivasa Acharya is one of the trio. There are three personalities: Srinivasa Acharya, Narottam Das Thakur, Shyamananda Patil. So they are the first book distributors of the world. They started the book distribution, which ISKCON is continuing now. So Srinivasa Acharya is the son of Gangopadhyaya. Gangopadhyaya's another name is Chaitanya Das. The sannyasa ceremony of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was witnessed by Gangopadhyaya. So, after seeing that, after getting the name, sannyasa name for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is Sri Krishna Chaitanya. So he was so caught up in that ceremony and so attached to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he started only speaking Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, till his last breath, his Nama was Sri Krishna Chaitanya. So people started calling him Chaitanya Das from Ganga. And by the blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he got a very divine son, personality as his son. And he is Srinivasa Acharya. Srinivasa Acharya, when he meditates, he goes into trance. They are not ordinary people, they are Manjaris and Gopis. So Srinivasa Acharya, in its origin of Rajalila, is Mani Manjari. So when he meditates he goes into trance. He go to Goloka Vrindavana and participate in the Leela of Gopis, assisting Radharani, okay, as Manjaris. One day it so happens, he was meditating, one day complete, he is not coming to actual consciousness. Second day complete, not coming to actual consciousness. 3 days passed, he is still in trance. So they thought that maybe he has left the body. So they were all worried. So his disciple, Ramachandra Kaviraj, okay, he is also one of the very good disciple. Okay, he is the son of Chiranjeeva. And his brother is Govinda Das. Bhaja Ramani, who composed that song, Govinda Das. So this Ramachandra Khan said, don't worry, I will bring him back. So he sat next to him and started meditating. So in his meditation, he saw that Srinivasa Acharya has already gone to where? Goloka Vrindavana. And they're all sporting with gopis, manjaris, Radharani. So there was this water sporting going on. When Srinivasa Acharya went to the Goloka Vrindavana, he witnessed the sporting of Radharani gopis with Gopinathji or Krishna. So one side Krishna is there, the other side Radharani and group. So both are splashing water sports. So Gopinath is splashing water and Radharani and gopis or manjaris are splashing water to Gopinath. So once what happened? Gopinath or Krishna, when he splashed water, so hit the nose ring of Radharani. And because of the force, it fell down. Immediately, Lalita Sakhi, oh, my, pranas, what is that? My Radharani's nose ring fell down. Immediately, she dived into the river and started searching. Along with her, all manjaris also dived. So they were all searching. That was the time the Srinivasa Acharya went there. So he asked, what happened? Why this commotion? Said, no, because Radharani's nose ring went into the river. So he also dived. He, is searching. And it so happened, Ramachandra Khan, he said, I will get him back into consciousness. He has not left the body, definitely. So that was the time Ramachandra Khan also, Ramachandra Kaviraj also went there in his trance because he was meditating next to Srinivasa Acharya. So he came to know who Ramachandra Kaviraj, that Srinivasa Acharya has already reached there and he is searching. When he came to know, he also dived into the Yamuna river. It's from Yamuna, it's Goloka Vrindavana. And he was the person who could retrieve that. So what he did, he took that nose ring and gave it to whom? Srinivasa Acharya. Okay, Manimanjari. And this Ramachandra Karnamanjari. Ramachandra Kaviraj is Karnamanjari and Srinivasa Acharya is Manimanjari. Then he Manimanjari gave it to Rupa Manjari. Rupa Goswami is also there participating in the Leela. Rupa Manjari gave it to Lalita Sakhi. Lalita Sakhi gave it to Radharani. Why is that Ramachandra Kaviraj could have directly handed over to Radharani? Why he didn't do so? The protocol. Okay? We cannot go directly to Krishna. We have to go through.
Like we offered the bhoga to the spiritual master and then spiritual master offers. It's like we have to follow that.
Yeah. So that is what they're teaching us. Don't go directly. Don't bypass. So similarly here, Karnamanjari gave it to Manimanjari, Manimanjari to Rupa Manjari, Rupa Manjari to Lalita Sakhi to. And the moment she got it, she had a very good smile. That, really, was so pleasing. They all got 100% satisfaction by the smile of Radharani. So, and in turn, Radharani gave pan, the pan that she chewed from her mouth, and she gave it to Lalita Sakhi, Lalita to Rupa Manjari to Mani Manjari, Mani Manjari to
Karnamanjari. Karnamanjari.
Karnamanjari. And at that time, they broke the meditation and got into external consciousness. So both of them had this pan in their hand. When they came into external consciousness in the Bhuloga, and they hugged each other and started rolling in ecstasy. So the devotees around, they don't know what's happening. So they gave the prasadam, pan prasadam, to all the devotees present there. So these are all, they are all not ordinary people like us. No, they have come here to teach us, to make us Krishna conscious through their teachings. So that is Srinivasa Acharya. Okay. And Ramachandra Kaviraj. So there is a song, no? Ramachandra, what is that? Narottama Das. Hey. Ramachandra Sangamage. Narottama Das. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Okay, that is the Ramachandra Kaviraj. Okay. So many people think that who is the Ramachandra? Is it Lord Ramachandra? Lord Sri Ram? No. This Ramachandra Kaviraj is the disciple of Srinivasa Acharya. So 61. Ishara Surupa Bhakta Tanhadhishtana Bhaktera Hridaya Krishnera Sadada Vishrama Ishara Surupa Bhakta Tanhara Adhishtana Bhaktera Hridaya Krishnera Satata Vishrama. Hare Krishna. So two devotees.
I will read. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Ishwara Swarupa Bhakta Tanra Adhisthana Bhaktera Hridaya Krishnera Satata Vishrama. Hare Krishna.
No.
Ishvara Swarupa Bhakta Tanra Adhisthana Bhaktera Hridaya Krishnera Satata Vishrama.
Very good. Thank you, Mataji. A pure devotee constantly engaged in the loving service of the Lord is identical with the Lord, who is always seated in his heart. So there, we should not differentiate a pure devotee and Supreme Lord. Okay? Why? Because whatever Lord wants, the devotee also wants the same thing. No difference. The Lord's instruction and the instruction of the devotee are identical. We should accept it. The devotee's instruction, we should accept it as the Lord's instruction. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is one without a second. So it can be called, he can be called Advaita, not the Advaita philosophy. Not two, one without a second. And therefore, he is all powerful. He has inconceivable energies, of which three are principle. The principle. The devotee is considered to be one of these energies, never the energetic. So devotee is considered to be one of this energy. So devotee is marginal energy, not the source of energy. Source of energy is the Supreme Lord only. He is called energetic, potent. Okay, Shakti. So the energetic is always the Supreme Lord. The energies are related to him for the purpose of eternal service. So energies are meant to serve the Supreme Lord for eternal service. A living entity in the conditioned stage can uncover his aptitude for serving the Supreme Truth by the grace of Krishna and the spiritual master. So not his own. A living entity in the conditioned stage can uncover the aptitude for serving the absolute truth by the grace of Krishna and spiritual master. Brahmanda Brahmide Kona Bhagyavanjam Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Lata Beach. Okay, after wandering through the many universes for millions and billions of years or lifetimes, Kona Bhagyavanchi, who is that fortunate soul? By the mercy of Guru and Gauranga, by the mercy of spiritual master and Krishna, Brahmanda Brahmide Kona Bhagyavanjam Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Lata Beach, the seed of the creeper of devotional service. Without the mercy of Guru and Gauranga, without the mercy of spiritual master and Lord Krishna, you will not get the seed of creeper of devotional service. So then the Lord reveals himself within his heart, and he can know that Krishna is seated in the heart of every pure devotee. So it is mentioned here that the Lord reveals himself within his heart, and he can know that Krishna is seated in the heart of every pure devotee, not others. Krishna sits only in the heart of pure devotee. Why it is mentioned? He is seated in the heart of every pure devotee. What about others, non-devotees? Is he not seated there? In the second line, it is there. Krishna is actually situated in the heart of every living entity, but only a devotee can realize this fact. He is seated in every living entity, in the heart of every, but only a devotee can realize. Others doesn't know. For them, no such personality is there. He is dormant there. Because that person doesn't need him, so he's sleeping. Devotee needs him, so he's active. Or in other place, he's passive. He is doing only two things. In the passive stage, what he does, he is witnessing and sanctioning as per his karma. Whatever activities we are doing is witnessing. We cannot deny. Okay, nobody is in the room, so I can do any nonsensical activities. Nobody is, no wife, no husband, no parents, no children, no neighbor. We are no closed circuit TV. Okay, we are alone. So whatever we do, we are thinking that nobody is witnessing. But there are 13 personalities who are witnessing our activity. The first personality is the Paramatma sitting in our heart. And there are so many Devadas who are witnessing. Okay, Surya, Chandra, Vayu, Varuna, Agni, then Chitragupta, Yamaraj, okay, directions. All of them are witnessing, and we think that we are smart. Nobody has seen us. So, especially Chitragupta, what is the name Chitragupta mean? What is the meaning of Chitragupta? Secretly taking photos.
He registers, he's the one who registers our mind, Prabhuji.
What is that?
He is the personality who registers our mind.
Yeah, everything he does, but whatever activity you are doing, Gupta means confident, secret. Okay, Gupta Charan, secret agent.
I heard in one class, Prabhuji, it is a Chitta Gupta. Chitta means Manas, that is mind, and Gupta, whatever we think.
Chitra means picture. So immediately take a photo. Just like when you cross any red signal, you are getting a traffic this thing, with the photo picture. You have violated this traffic rule and you are supposed to pay the fine with the proof. You cannot say, no, I did not. No, see the picture. Picture proof is there. Similarly, Chitragupta is doing wonderful job. Takes each and every action of our picture and file it in the Yamaloka. And whenever Yamaraj asks, bring his file, then with all proof, whatever activity we have done, it is submitted. Then when we say, no, I don't remember, I have not done that. Oh, is it? Okay, this is the proof. See, you go through this file and tell me. So there are so many personalities who witnesses. So Krishna is in everyone's heart, but only in the heart of the pure devotee he is active. In others, he is passive. He does only, what is that sloka? Ubbatrishta anumantacha. Ubbatrishta anumantacha. He does witnessing and he sanctions all our activity as per our karma. Sanction all our activity. Without a sanction, the activity will not be completed. Any activity, we may put a lot of effort, but if it has to be completed, the sanction of the Supreme Lord should be there. So he does that, only these two activities. So that's why Prabhupada says Krishna is seated in the heart of every pure devotee. In others' heart also is there, but in passive state, not in active state. 62. Sadhavo hrudayam mahyam sadhunam hrudayam toham Madanyate jananti naham tebhyo manakapi sadhavo hridayam mahyam sadhunam hridayam tvaham madanyate na jananti naham tebhyo manakapi. Hare Krishna to devotees.
Hare Krishna. Sadhavo hridayam manyam sadhunam hridayam tvaham madanyate na janati naham tebhyo managapi.
One more.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
साधवो हृदयं मह्यं साधूनां हृदयं त्वहं मद्दन्यत्ते न जानन्ति नाहं तेभ्यो मनाकपि.
Very well. Thank you, Mandaji. Saints are my heart, and only I am their hearts. They do not know anyone but me, and therefore I do not recognize anyone beside them as mine. The saints, devotees, are my heart. Sadhavo Hridayam Mahyam. And only I am there. And in their heart also, I am situated, I am placed, no one else. They don't have space for wife, husband, children. Okay, these are all temporary. These are all the material world. But as far as devotees are they have established the Supreme Lord in his heart. Okay. Hanuman went to Ayodhya. And he met the receptionist there. So there was a register. So he was going through the register. Devotees of Lord Ramchandra, big list, so many devotees. Okay, so they enter. No register is there. Whoever comes. So there are list of devotees of Lord Ramchandra. Everybody's name is there, but Hanuman's name is not there. So he was wonderstruck. How is that? I am, he's my Lord of heart, my life and soul. How come my name is not there in the list of the devotees? So he was very upset. He went anyway, he got permission to go inside. He met Lord Ramchandra, then asked Lord, my dear Lord, you are my heart and soul. You are always in my heart. How is that my name is not there in the register at your reception in the list of devotees? Then he said, don't worry, Hanuman, I have another register. He took it and gave to me. In that, the first name is Hanuman's. Okay, they're all, they are my devotees, but you are my devotee. Not the other way. How is that? So they consider me as Lord, and whereas you are my pure devotee who is on the top of the list. You are in my heart, and I am in their heart. Both ways. But here, Lord Ramchandra says that Hanuman is top of the list, and he has a private diary in which his name is there. In that, it's not there. But here, in my diary, you are number one. Okay? So that is how Lord reciprocates to pure devotees. So saints are my heart, and only I am their hearts. They don't keep anybody else except the Supreme Lord. They do not know anyone but me, and therefore I do not recognize anyone besides them as mine. So this verse appears in Srimad Bhagavatam in connection with a misunderstanding between Durvasa Muni and Maharaja Ambarish. Okay, so there was a quarrel between Durvasa Muni and not between. Durvasa Muni had a argument with Ambarish. Ambarish Maharaj was neutral. He was not picking up any argument, but he got annoyed due to whatever reason. Then he wanted to curse him. He created a demon, and that demon chased Ambarish Maharaj. But by the time, Sudarshan Chakra, even without knowledge of Narayana or Krishna, Sudarshan Chakra came and started chasing Durvasa Muni. He went to Brahmaloka, Shivaloka, then at last Vaikuntha. Even Vishnu or Narayana said, I cannot do anything. Go and take shelter of my devotee who alone can pardon you. Then he came all the way back to Ambarish Maharaj, and he paid obeisance, he paid pranam, said, please don't do that. I don't have any grudge or any enmity or towards you. And so he's a pure Vaishnava. Even though Durvasa wanted to destroy him, he didn't have any enmity towards him. So that in that connection, the Lord says here, this verse. So as a result of this misunderstanding, Durvasa Muni tried to kill the king. When the Sudarshana Chakra, celebrated weapon of Godhead, appeared on the scene for the devoted king's protection, when the Sudarshana Chakra attacked Durvasa Muni, he fled in fear of the weapon and sought shelter from all the great demigods in heaven. Not one of them was able to protect him. And therefore, Durvasa Muni prayed to Lord Vishnu for forgiveness. Lord Vishnu advised him, however, that if he wanted forgiveness, he had to get it from Maharaja Ambarish, not from him. In this context, Lord Vishnu spoke these words. So if you do sins, there are some atonement. You can do prayasita. But for aparadha, there is no prayasita. To whom you have done aparadha, that devotee has to pardon you, forgive you. There is no other way. So that is, that's why we have to be very careful about aparadha. We should not commit aparadha. It is just like mad elephant. Vaishnava aparadha is like mad elephant. What is the specialty of mad elephant? Just leave that mad elephant and to a beautiful garden. In 5 minutes, what happened to that garden? Like that. Our life will be totally destroyed, beyond repair. So Vaishnava aparadha is very, very difficult. So Lord, being full and free from problems, can wholeheartedly care for his devotees. His concern is how to elevate and protect all those who have taken shelter at his feet. The same responsibility is also entrusted to the spiritual master. Whatever the Supreme Lord has, the potency or the strength or power, everything is available with the spiritual masters. The bona fide spiritual master's concern is how the devotees who have surrendered to him as a representative of the Lord may make progress in devotees' service. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is always mindful of the devotees, fully engaged in cultivating knowledge of him, having taken shelter at his lotus feet. So when we recite the Samsara Dava, okay, so it is there in the Guru Ashtakam. The spiritual master engages his devotees in different sevas. Why he wants to engage? So that we slowly and gradually develop attachment towards Supreme Lord, and in this life itself go back to God. So that is what the spiritual master wants. Not that, in the present day there are so many pseudo spiritual masters who are interested in name and fame and money. The bona fide spiritual master is not after that. The bona fide spiritual master wants only one thing, that his disciples should go back to God in this life itself. For that, he is trying his level best. So, text 63. Bhavat vidha bhagavatas tirtha bhuta swayam vibho tirthi kurvanti tirthani swandasthena gadabhritam. Bhavat vidha bhagavatas tirtha bhuta swayam vibho tirthi kurvanti tirthani swandasthena gadabhritam. Hare Krishna. So, two devotees.
भवाद्विधा भागवतास्तीर्थभूतः स्वयं विभो तीर्थीकुर्वन्ति तीर्थानि स्वान्तहस्तेन गदाभृता.
One more devotee.
Hare Krishna. Bhavadvidha bhagavatas tirthabhuta swayam vibho tirthi kurvanti tirthani svantasena gadabrita.
Very good.
Hare Krishna.
Saints of your caliber are themselves places of pilgrimage. Because of their purity, they are constant companions of the Lord, and therefore they can purify even the places of pilgrimage. Okay.
Hare.
So here it is said, this also from Bhagavata. Okay. Spoken by Maharaja Yudhishthira to Vidura. Yudhishthira Maharaj is speaking this to Vidura. When Lord Krishna departed from this material world, all the holy rivers approached him, just before departing, approached Lord Krishna. Now you are going to go from this world. Okay, who is there to help us, to save us? Well, all these people, sinful personalities, come and takes bath and deposit their sin in our holy waters. So we get contaminated. So what is the out? What is the way out? So don't worry. Okay, there'll be saintly personalities. Whoever takes bath and deposit their sins in that, all the normal people, the saintly personalities will come, and when they take bath, they will remove all the sins. So don't worry. So even if I'm not there, my bona fide representatives are there. And when they come and take bath, they will remove all the sins accumulated by the ordinary people. Okay. So they were satisfied. Okay. Prabhupada once went to Kumbh Mela. Okay. Kumbh Mela, he was in his room. So many devotees comes, and he was sadhu, no? After saintly person. Many devotees, many people comes and take blessing of him. So one of the devotee came and asked, Prabhupada, did you get Ganga water? No, I didn't go to Ganga to take bath. Then one devotee said, I have brought Ganga water to bathe your lotus feet. You don't have to go to Ganga. Okay, I have brought Ganga water and washed his lotus feet. So simply by the touch of the lotus feet of Prabhupada, the Ganges water will be purified of all the impurities that is accumulated by the sinful personalities. That is what this devotee said. So that is the potency of this devotees. So this verse was spoken by Maharaja Yudhishthira to Vidura in Srimad Bhagavatam. Maharaja Yudhishthira was receiving his saintly uncle Vidura, who had been visiting sacred places of pilgrimage. He very conveniently left the battlefield. He did not wait to see the battle. He got a very good opportunity because of the harsh words spoken by Duryodhana. He left the place. He did not wait there to see the battle. So he had an opportunity to visit all the pilgrimages. So after the pilgrimage was over, he came. By the time all the war was over, everything was over, they were ready to depart from this world. That time, Maharaja Yudhishthira is, glorifying Vidura. Wherever he goes, there he sanctified. Prabhupada went from Vrindavana to west. He took Vrindavana to Western countries because Tirthi Gurvanti Tirthani. Okay, devotees carry the holy places wherever they go. They don't go empty-handed. In a subtle way, we won't be able to see that, but they're all pure devotees. They can carry the holy places. So there they made Vrindavana, new Mayapur. So many new. They just add new because people should know. This also non-different from Vrindavana. Okay, like that, because they can take these holy places there, holy rivers, everything is taken there. So by their association, sinful persons are freed from sinful reactions, and therefore, wherever a pure devotee goes is a sacred place of pilgrimage. The importance of holy places is due to the presence there of such pure devotee. So the holy places become holy place only because of the presence of the saintly personality. When we go to any holy place, just don't dip in Ganga or Yamuna and come. That's only a ritual. So we should meet saintly personalities, listen from them. Then only the pilgrimage is complete. simply just like a picnic, we go there, go to some temple and dip some in Ganga or Yamuna and come back. Unless and until you go and listen, this discourses from the saintly personality of God, our hearts will not be transformed. So we need to sit with them in the company of saintly personalities, listen from them, Shravanam. Once Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj was there in Vrindavana. So many devotees were there along with him because they all wanted association of their spiritual master. Prabhupada was also there that time. That was the longest period that Prabhupada spent time with his spiritual master, some 12 days in Vrindavan. Okay. Otherwise, Prabhupada, hardly met him 3 or 4 times, his spiritual master. But the instruction was there always with him. Go and preach to the Western people. Because you are an young educated person, you can go to the Western world and preach this Nama Sankirtana, the Yoga Dharma, given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that instruction, whenever you get money, print book, publish it and distribute it. This was another instruction. So many instructions. So all this instruction you could carry out only after the age of 70. So till 70, he was, equipping himself. And that 12 years of time, what he did is, cannot be done by any normal person. Unless until the person is empowered, cannot do that. So at the age of 70, when everyone retires and sits at home, he started his journey. Isn't it? That is Prabhupada. So what I came to say is that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj was in Vrindavan. So all the devotees there. So he was going to give a class. And he started the class, only few devotees there. All those devotees who came along with him were absent. Yes, where are those devotees? So devotee said, most of them have gone to see the deities in the temple, different temples. Then Prabhupada was there. He did not go. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was, they have gone to give exercise to their eyes. Seeing the deities of the temple. They have gone to give exercise to the eyes. When a spiritual master is there, the Vani, the Shravanam is more important than giving exercise to the eyes. So seeing deities in the temple is not urgent. Listening, Shravanam from the spiritual master is most urgent. Abhay Babu, he is very much interested in Shravanam. That's why he is here. And he was with his spiritual master for 12 days, complete 12 days. So he was in the good books of, Prabhupada was in the good books of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. And when he wrote the first poem on the Vyasa Puja of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, beautiful poem, one should read that. And after reading that, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami gave instruction to all his other disciples, whatever Abhay writes, you print it. Whatever Abhay writes, you print it. Because he had the full conviction on Prabhupada that he is a pure devotee. So that is the relationship between disciple and spiritual master. Okay, Hare Krishna. So text 64 will continue next week. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya vacha patitanam pavane Ananta Kodi Vaishnava ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai, Nitai Go Premanande. Hari Hari.